right. Oh man. How is everybody this morning? How are you? How are you this morning? Much respect to you all. All right. Okay, now I see you over on my Instagram side as well. Thank you for tuning in. Much respect to you all. All right, so oh shoot. Let me grab my charger. God dang it. Okay. I apologize, y'all. Um Man, I've had me an actually interesting morning today. Had a chance. Hold on one second. Let me get this in. I got to get my phone back. Anybody who knows me knows my phone never stays charged, um, but it does though. Let me go ahead and get this plugged in right quick, okay? And I do appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. I got. Look, I mean, it's not a treat for real because it's really nothing special. But I have something I want to show you guys. I got something I want to show you. I've had a very special morning today. So I want to go ahead. Let me go into my StreamYard. I'm just going to enter in twice here, and I'm gonna upload it from here. It's not going to take but a couple seconds. And of course, I have a topic or two, but I want to show you guys. I got something real special to show you. But it's only special to me. It ain't gonna be shit to you. And honestly, I'm gonna be quite honest. It's like embarrassing. But I want to show you when I say work, when I say progress. So let me just show you right here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull this up. There we go. Hold on. Albums. There we go. And I'm gonna do this. And boom. Hold on. I gotta take something out. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this can go. Okay, boom. Now let me add it. And I want to add this. And I'm going to add, what else? Where is it at? Oh, I got y'all. Let's go ahead and do this, man. Hold on. Now I got to take out one more thing. This is crazy. Now, because my studio is pretty full. I have a lot of different... Hold on, wait a minute. Why is it not? All right, well, this is what I'm gonna do then. This is what I'm gonna do. Let me do this. Albums. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. Camera. Boom. All right. So I got this for you. Where would I go to put this in? I'm gonna go right here. Add. And this right here. I hope it's in there good. All right, let's get it. Nope, it's not. Damn it. I was supposed to edit all this stuff. You know what I'm gonna do? That's what I'm gonna do. All right. Anyway, I'm going to get it set up. I I was making an attempt. I'm trying to make this attempt to get this file in here because I got something special. I got something special. I'm not gonna say nothing. We just gonna go ahead and go to it, right? So what I want to show you guys is one wonderful reason why you should always be appreciative of life. To start it off with, we're just gonna start it off with that, right? You know, I like to kick it off with something real nice. And thank you for the breakfast. I gotta say it, man. Thank you for your timing. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for stepping up to just listen to what I have to say. Thank you for not looking at me crazy, because of my condition. And you know exactly who you are, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for treating me. Thank you for allowing me to treat you. Thank you for just simply, asking me how am I doing. We're usually, I don't get that. I don't get that at all usually, And I just want to make sure. See me, I'm not doing all the like out in the open shit. No, I'm not doing that. But I do want to make sure that it is very much so known that you are appreciated. And you're appreciated because I know you appreciate me. It's just something that's given. It's something that's, it's a give and take thing. And I'm not looked down upon by you because you actually feed me what's needed. And that's not just food, you actually feed me a spiritual nourishment. And honestly, that's all this man really asks for and needs, for real. I don't really need or want for much at all. I don't. I mean, because honestly, like, my life, I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm taken care of. But like I do. I'm not too big on the whole Valentine's Day things and all of that stuff, but some people can make it special. Some people can make you see it as something special where before, you probably just really didn't. I'm gonna make this attempt one more time. What's going on? Oh yeah, I got a few things I'm gonna talk about in a minute. I got something for you though if you stick around. I'm trying my best to get this in here, man. I don't know why. Let me see something here. I'm gonna try this. This is what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try this right here. Okay, so boom, I took that out. Now let me try this. Let me see something. Don't understand. Following tabs. Okay. Then that's what I have to do. Because I'm going to show y'all this. I'm going to show it to you. So what I'm going to do is this. I am going to go here. I'm going to go to my Instagram. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in here. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I can do it like this. So let me hurry up so I don't waste y'all time. I know y'all like, nigga, if you don't hurry up, I got you. And I thank you for your patience. I got, let me do this real quick too. Just in case. Because I'm not looking at the comments. Yeah, I'm going to hit this show. All right, so here we go. I got to get this in here, man. I don't know why out of all things, like I usually, like it ain't no, it's no problem with me uploading. Now all of a sudden, so I'm on my device, so just give me 1 second. All right, so let me go here. And let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do that. Yep. All right, so it's about to be in there. So I'm going to just go to my IG to show y'all. Let me see something here. Yep, it's uploading. So, all right, so let me. And now I can come up out of here. Hold on. Remove. Okay. All right, there we go. I appreciate everybody, man. Thank you guys all. Thank you all. But like, yeah, honestly, that's something I wanted to make clear. Okay, I believe it's there. So now I can go to my, yeah, let me go to my Instagram, show y'all this. Let's go right here. I'm gonna do a whole nother one. Boom, boom, boom. All right, yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working. Okay, good. It's working. All right, so now let me do this. Let's do this. Let's go to home. No, let's go to my page, right? Let me see some. It's about to pull up now. So anyway, I'm going to pull this video up about being appreciative of life. I'm going to show y'all this. So listen, Nightish, if you still here, this definitely is for you, sir. I want us to all pay attention to what you're looking at right here. All right. Like, real talk, that's something that I definitely see that is very much so important to keep in mind, yo. You want to know why? Because health. You know, I was just talking about it the other day with health being wealth and how extremely important taking care of yourself is. You know, when we keep doing all this talk about how, you know, because I'm not going to lie, I sometimes be having to catch myself. I'll sit up there and be like, man, I'm 40, I'm old. No, you're not. I'm 42, actually, but it's like, no, you're not. My bad, y'all. Instagram is definitely taking a sweet little time. I'm waiting for it to finish loading. As soon as it's done loading, I'm going to go ahead and show y'all what I'm going to show y'all. And I want to show you guys this because I want to show you guys, truly, you know, when I speak about, I guess you can say pushing forward, keep going, the whole nine. And it's nothing really like, you know, all that big like that. It's almost, I don't know why, for whatever reason, it's just taking this sweet little time. Usually it loads up much faster than that. There we go. There we go. Okay. But no, I'm going to just holler at y'all real quick. I'm going to go ahead and get these videos going while we go ahead and do that. All right. So let's go ahead and see what we got. But so let me go over here to my YouTube. Wherever that just went. Okay. Wherever you, oh, here it is. Got it. All right, so let's go ahead and YouTube. Let's go ahead and pull up some videos, okay? Let's go ahead and, you know, get the morning going. I damn sure. And I damn sure want to go ahead and get into it. I don't know. I got a couple in here. Hold on. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Is this up? There we go. Finishing up. Because this right here to me is, I don't know. This is okay. So non-FBA actor has opinion on black families co-parenting. Non-FBA, let me see something. Here we go. So let me go ahead and pull this up for y'all real quick. Some of y'all might already be over on that side. How do I? There we go. So I'm going to show y'all this. Let me pull my screen up. Share. Yeah, this is it right here. All right, y'all. This is before I left out. I'm just trying to. This is before I got to the correct. Since I've been up here. Oh, yeah, I ain't seen that, right?
I feel good about it.
I know y'all haven't. I know, like an old man with it, but
I'm getting to that point where,
the balance is getting there. And
oh boy, I'm getting to that point where I am, starting to move better. The only thing is that I have to, boy, it's that, okay, so there we go. See, the whole stableness of it. It's just, it's a little different. It's a little different.
okay. I showed that for a reason. The reason why I showed that is because I want to make it very clear to you. I don't know what you might be going through, what might be taking place in your life or whatever, but I promise you, I've had a long road with this. This whole learning to walk again, and everything, maintaining balance and things of that nature. I wear these I got them on now. Wear these daggone legs 3 hours a day. And I just keep pushing forward in it, man. I just keep going at it. Because there's too many things in my life I want to get back to doing in its fullness. I still live, still go do things now, and I always appreciate the things I'm able to do. I don't know why. I guess I just feel real good today, man, because, my black ass got up out the house to go do something real quick. Like I be needing that, man. I just be needing that for a moment. You know what I'm saying? Native.
Good day, brother. Good day. How are you?
I feel pretty good, man.
Yeah, I see you
smiling. I'm very thankful. Very thankful. God has an awesome way of just having timing and just who and what comes your way.
Yeah, you should be.
World, bro.
That right there, I wanted to make sure I come up here and say congratulations on your milestone.
Thank you.
And I wouldn't expect nothing less from you.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. You gonna hang out with me for a little bit?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go ahead and get to it, man. So they saying that co-parenting. Do you co-parent for any reason? I do.
Yes.
Okay, so we can relate to this story. I was just wondering. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. I'm about to pull this up. I digress. My mic is muted. Time right now was 9:54 a.m. and it is the day before the day of love, as they would say. Let's keep rocking on. Let's see what he says.
But your mama play a lot of games, right? Emotional, goofy games, where I have to meet certain criteria in order to see you. And I ain't doing that. I ain't no PA.
Hold on. I don't know what just happened. Hold on. I don't know what just happened. Hold on. My bad. Let me just go back and I'm gonna just hit this other one I got right here. All right, here we go, Native. All right, y'all. Thank you for being patient with me. All right, there we go. Yeah, I saw this video. I got a couple items on. So tell me what you think it is right now. You got to this, brother. All right, so let's go. All right, you ready? Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's see what it says right here. Let's go. Let's just listen. Tell me when to pause it.
And then you go back to something that you dated when you were younger and you kind of realize, again, like you said, that person's mindset didn't necessarily grow over time. Things happen in your life that make you change a little. Things happen in that person's life that makes them change a little more. This time frame has passed, and now the things that have occurred during that time frame have changed the two of you in a certain way. And now you go back into the situation and you guys don't connect as much as you think. Okay, that situation could have worked out, but because of the time that has passed, you guys are not the same, and you think it's going to work out, but it doesn't necessarily happen that way. Now
I don't listen. I'm not trying to advocate for get back with your ex. I don't care what you do. Anybody listening, right? I don't advocate for that necessarily. But what I will say is, what is this thing with like, I notice when it comes to like the whole ex thing, it's like always a one-sided thought. It's like it's like every single circumstance has to be the same. You all are to never get back together again. And bruh, I do know personal stories of folks who broke up for a few years and they've now been married 10 years strong. I've heard of situations where it's not about that isn't the right person for you. It's just that wasn't the right timing of you two being that. It ain't got nothing to do with whether or not you and that person can or do work. And I think a lot of people, I think, you know, what I see is that it's so easy. Again, I'm not advocating get back with your ex. I already know how everybody feel now. I'd rather die in a house fire before I meet that nigga again. I got you. But my whole thing is, why is it always such a one-way thing? Like, people act like there aren't nuances and actual unique cases. And I don't even mean unique cases, but just there are different circumstances. There are a lot of, listen, I've had a situation where I was talking to somebody. Now watch this. What about the situation with like this, Truth, and then you can respond. What about the guy or the woman who they met, right? They met and one of them wound up moving, like, I don't know, college or something. You know, they went off to another state, military, anything. And they separated. It was no bad blood. It was nothing wrong. As a matter of fact, all those years apart, they actually, you know, both still crossed each other's mind. I wonder what they doing right now, type thing. And then one day y'all come across each other and it was no bad blood and it sparks and it rekindles all over again. Are there not stories like that? Go ahead though, Truth, what you got with the whole like not getting back with your ex and everything else?
Yes, sir. Yeah, there are cases. I think there are exceptions and not the rule. Especially when it has ended on such tumultuous terms, where you guys have done unthinkable, said the unthinkable. Those type of things show something more deeper than what you guys did to each other. That shows an underlying thing inside of each individual that needs to be dealt with prior to them getting inside relationships, because this is what causes us to hurt each other and damage each other and make us not only right for each other, but not right for another person. We'll try to go get with somebody else and we take on all that trauma, all that pain right into the next thing, because we still want love, but we're not understanding, like, we're so scarred right now and those wounds are not healed. You have delusion that it's healed because you're functioning in life. You're not on the floor crying. You're not drinking yourself to death. You're not smoking yourself to death. You're not doing drugs. So you think you're okay and it's okay to go and try again, when you haven't dealt with the situation itself to see what happened. And most importantly, the person that is trying to move on, they need to figure out what they did wrong in the situation. Accountability is always with self. That is number one.
Right.
So address who you are and where you lack in the stages of life you are at. So that's where that's at. It'll have to be a situation. So I speak for myself on this. So prior to me, my first marriage, I tried to get back with my daughter's mom. And I told her, I said, you know, those little knowing things that I get, you know, because she was like, yeah. I said, it's coming. It's coming. And I said, I don't have no idea what it is. I said, but I'm a different type of person than I was prior to. I was already moving in that direction. Mm-hmm. I was already a different person before we, you know, got into the situation that inevitably split us up because of what she had done. Not that I didn't cause, you know, a lot of the pain throughout the relationship, I say I caused 95% of it, and she caused 5% of it.
Right.
And
I see where you at. I see where you at as a man.
Yeah, I can be honest with that. So
Right.
at that point, she still said no, and I said, okay, there's nothing I can do about that. I tried to get the family that I had created. I said, I'm trying to do this and try to correct a mistake that I had already made. I said, but you won't allow me, and that's fine. You have that right and that choice. But remember, you chose this.
Right.
I said, this is the same thing that happened years ago, and you remember what happened? And she was like, yes. I said, okay, you want to stick and stay in this little thing, because she was talking to someone else at the time.
Right.
And it was sad to say, it was the situation that inevitably ended us. So, but she's starting to learn that situation wasn't what it was cracked up to be. And one thing about her is she's willing to go to hell to prove me wrong, even though I'm not going to be proven wrong.
Yep. Hey, listen, and you know what, bro? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's like sometimes I'm being honest. Like, just sometimes it's some things that's just us as men. I've noticed that. I've noticed that with women in my family, bro. Yeah, it's like I gotta make sure I show you, and it's like you're not showing me nothing. You're gonna show yourself. Like, listen, I promise, I'm removed from that. You're not winning over me. You're not flexing over this. None of that's taking place. You just exposing yourself. That's it.
Yeah.
And really, what you're gonna do is you're gonna find, and just like how you said, you said it right on. And see, the thing is, it's not about wishing anything bad, because I honestly don't, because I can't want good for me and then turn around, and because I may have a rift with somebody, or somebody doesn't really agree with me at the time, that I'm gonna be like, yeah, well, I hope everything you got crash and burn. Nah, man, because that's when it crash and burns for you. You know, I'm a firm believer in 3-point back at me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do that finger pointing stuff. So I've never been on that blame. I've never been on none of that. I always sit back and look at me. But to get to the point of what I'm saying, you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. I put that out into the ether. That ain't no facts. It ain't, you not, listen, it's just, you know, just all I would say is, whatever it was, mistakes that you knew from here, just don't take that and transfer it over to the next one.
Already.
I mean, yeah, that's about it, man. Because it's like, again, I don't know, you know, like the whole growth aspect, and plus, brother, you know, again, I'm not saying too much, and I'm not doing that no more. The whole me and her up here shit. But life is a beautiful thing right now. You see, I'm just not the one that's like throwing everything up into the mist. It's not necessary. I got to do all that shit.
Correct. Because it's no, at the end of the day, you don't, if it's feasible, you don't want to destroy any semblance of love that you had. You know what I mean? You want to try to hold on to that, because that part was good. That's the good part. And we want to try to hold on to that memory, just in case. It's like, yo, if I see you, I don't want to look at you ugly.
Thank you.
I want to say, damn, you know what? You didn't work, but I still love you. You're still beautiful.
Man. And you know something? I'm saying it. I'm, you know, speaking for myself. I literally said that, like, oh, I don't have no bad views for you. Like, I personally recognize, honestly, truthful. I mean, if I was to really say it how it really, really is, bro, the shit just never really was given a chance. I'm not capable of being Superman over the phone. I'm one of them. When you're in my face, it's nothing but complete endless showering of everything that you want. Yep. I've never done anything states away before, bruh. I am accustomed to you being in my face. And when I know that opportunity after opportunity, like say we do get into a rift, yo, I say it all the time, look, we got this vacation plan. Let's just make it there. I promise you. And let's not talk about none of that shit. Let's just go be.
Yep.
And if those and I keep making it clear, like, yo, I'm telling you, like, what I have going on, just because that person is in my face. I am a master at making people feel comfortable around me. That is I am an awesome host. but I can only be an awesome host. It's like, you know what it's like, right? It's like that woman wants you to see her, right? Now, you know how you have nearsighted and farsighted, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's like me keep trying to say, look, I can't, like you being the book, I can read you. I just need you to bring it closer. I'm nearsighted. You're too far. Bring it up close, and I promise you, watch how I go right on through this line. I'm actually an excellent reader. But when you holding the pages way back here, and I'm telling you I'm nearsighted, I'm making it clear I can't from that far. That whole distance thing is a bit much.
Yeah,
I've never done that before, bro. Everybody I've ever been involved with was right up or down the street. And they don't have those stories. They don't have the thoughts or the feelings in which I just incurred and had to go through. They do not have those thoughts, bro, because they know in person, like, nah, I does that. You talking about romance and all that, getting you stuff popping up at your job, and here I just wanted to bring you lunch, all of that shit. You're because see, you know the saying, out of sight, out of mind. Yo, if I never see you, I could be you. We can be on the phone. I never see you. You have to be. It's the way men communicate with these things. Out of sight, out of mind. If I don't see you, you know. So yeah. When I put down $500 off rip right then and there, trip ain't for like 3-4 months down the line. You already got $500 for me to go ahead and book that. Oh yeah, here go number 235. I'm going to get my plane ticket. So that's like $800 off rip. Why do you think I spent that? Because I'm investing in that moment, that opportunity to go ahead and yes, let's make some magic. And when we have those memories, that's what really helps guide down a lot of little small petty stuff, because we got too much good going on. Yeah. That's how I see all of that, yo. Like on some real, you already know, Native. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hope you got your AI. I'm gonna do one for you, True. True. It's just my little thing. Anybody that, you know, has been showing me some love and stuff, my newfound, I'm learning gift, you know, that's just my way of like a little something I can just leave and give to you. And that's what I like to do for people.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Nah, it ain't nothing.
But yeah,
go ahead.
You're absolutely right. Especially when you're that type of person that you're affectionate, you're hands-on, you're direct, you're assertive, so you need in-person encounter. That's the way you
I operate. Need that, bro. That's how I love the best. Yeah, that's how I love the best, in person.
That's not understood.
Not online.
Yeah, if that's not understood, then that's the conflict of interest right there, because now you don't know who I am. And especially if I could see that what I am, that is actually what you want, you got to put forth and get what you want. You
literally, I swear on life, you get out my head, sir. This is a one-seater. This is a one-seater, so I swear on life. Because that's why I even say down to the whole, you know, when people try to say, oh, well, maybe it didn't work. You know what I say? Me or her, we will never know. It never was given a chance. I don't want to hear it didn't work over the phone. What? Over the phone? Stop that. Nah. It didn't work because the opportunity that we had numerous times to get up and meet, it always, and I know, look, I'm going to say it as I ruined it because, you know, I wasn't perfect on the phone, because I might have had days and moments, you know what I'm saying, where maybe I was. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, you good. I'm listening.
You know how it is with us as men, like, you know, you on the phone with your lady and she just telling you and talking, and sometimes we could zone out. But it's like, if you in my face in person, it's way different. You got my full undivided attention, like in my face. Like I can smell you. I can reach over and touch your hand. That's way different. Way different. I am a master of in person. It's like somebody trying to say, well, I don't think you're good for this course because you can't learn it. But you keep trying to teach me in the way in which I don't learn the best. I don't learn the best through audio.
I'm about to say audio.
Yeah, I'm about to say audio. So if you want to see how good I can be in this, give it to me in the way in which I operate the best. Put me in my element. I'm not in my element. Over the phone is not my element. I've never been that type. You know the type I've always been, for real? Because the woman's always been right there, close, up the street. We on the phone usually on some like, all right, so when you gonna be here? All right, the door's open. You know, all right, what you want to eat? Because I'm always cooking for them. That's another thing. As a chef, I need those opportunities to cook for you. That's my magic. That's my gift. You tasting my food, that's what'll help you fall in love with me as well. See, we have to know what is a person's specialties. All of my specialties are up close. I don't have too many. Or I mean, I can do a little something. Yeah, I can send you some flowers and stuff. Did all of that shit multiple times. Gifts and everything. Every morning, coffee money. Coffee don't cost no $10. Every morning before you wake up, you got a cash app saying morning because I know she likes her triple.
Yeah.
I pay attention. So even though I know I can't be there with you in the driveway every day, although we talk on the phone and I hear you, hold on, babe. Yeah, can I get a double triple? Yeah, all right. So I'm like, you know what? Let me put myself as close to that circumstance as possible. At least I can buy your coffee. That's me thinking of you, but I keep saying it ain't so much I can do for the business. And that's what I mean by, I know that women want to be loved a certain way, but you also have to recognize how men love as well. Like the way that man may love may be in his form. And his form may not be a bad form or anything. It's just the way he shines the most. And when you really appreciate, you know what I'm saying? When you really appreciate that person, you appreciate what they're good at. Like my daughter's good at art. I'm not going to sit up here and try to press my daughter out about being the best basketball player or something, or best debater. No, you know what I do? I go get her things to increase what it is that she is good at, art. So I go get her art supplies. I want to enhance what I know your gifts are.
Right.
I'm not gonna keep ignoring your gifts and keep on trying to get you to do something because I want you to shine in this way, because I want it to be like I want you to be like this for me. No, I want you to be exactly who you are with me. I don't want you to be nothing for me. Just be who you are with me and say exactly that and just keep growing.
Yeah. Also, you know, which was a situation, you know, actually recently, you know, a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, once the individual saw that, you know, I was actually with somebody or whatever, you know, got very upset. And the main thing they kept saying, we didn't have a chance. And the thing is, that was a lie. We tried so many times. I even, you know, the very thing where you say, go back to your ex, I did that. Just because to show that this was different, because to show, hey, somebody didn't give up on you easy. You feel what I'm saying? Just to show that, you know, somebody actually do love and care. You feel what I'm saying? But that wasn't good enough because that individual didn't know how to appreciate that. And that's why it's kind of futile if the situation, there was no appreciation there from the beginning. It was just take because of who you are as a person, your goodness, how you love and all that type of stuff. And that individual will get, you know, basically high off of the fact that you are there, that you're continuously there, and they think that is going to be endless. This is going to be a situation which is continuously turmoil and chaotic, but it's going to continue to the point where they're not alone. And there is some people that they rather not be alone, they rather be with somebody than the stuff to even be worth it or, you know, right. And that part was, for me, I had to say, you know what? Check this out. This is done. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's done. It's done. And it's just time, because my life is getting consumed by this type of situation with trying to be heroic. It's called a hero complex. and where you take on a formality of a situation where you try to save a person from themselves, and you can't do it. They have to save themselves, save themselves from themselves. They have to do that part.
Right. But the only way that can happen is honestly, at some point, that person has to look. I mean, I'm just saying, all of us do. That's not a finger point. That's for me too. I'm not exempt. We all have to look at us at some point.
Self-accountability. That's what I was talking
just
about earlier.
Look at you. Don't if you really got it set in your head, I was just the complete, and there was nothing I could have actually done better. There was nothing I could have actually maybe inquired about a little more. If you really think that's not the case, I wish you the best always. And I mean, I'm genuinely mean that.
Yeah, and that's
what the best for me.
Was the situation right there. What you just said. I said I tried to make sure the situation left amicably.
Yeah.
To the point where it wasn't no hatred, because that's how the situation had did before. And I said, look, if it don't work, we ain't going out hating each other. We don't have to. But because of the selfishness, it still went in that direction. Sometimes you can't even stop the part to make sure it's a great departure to say, hey, still love
that's
you.
All I swear on life. That I've been trying so hard. Like, that's why, even like I was saying before, I don't know if people notice. She swear up and down that's the case. I keep saying, yo, I just be doing regular shows. I don't get up here doing y'all, so let me tell you about, it's not necessary. Ain't nobody business. Shit started really hitting the fan on the other end, because I ain't realized all that was being talked about and done on the other side.
And let me tell you this, Smitty.
Hold on real quick. So now I'm on the phone. Yes, I'm just like, like that ain't nobody business, man. Whatever we trying to work out, not working out, like, let that shit just die out quiet. Mm-hmm. We ain't gotta make no announcements and shit. That ain't nothing. I don't move like that. That's not how I move. That right there, that's a no-no, man. I don't need to go around and be trying to, now I got, it's this, new group. I'm telling all these people shit about you, and they don't know you. They don't even know who you are.
Yep.
They don't know nothing about the deep ends of the conversations we've had all kinds of hours of the day. They don't know none of that shit. They don't know the things we promised or what we said to each other. They don't know what it is that it really consisted of. Only me and that person will forever know that. No one else will, because none of you all were there during those phone calls. None of you all were there when we actually met and got up and was together when she came here. None of you all. Nobody was around. It was only me and her. So of course now, it's only me and her whose word is what. So we know usually how that,
Yeah, we always
you know what I'm saying? OT, like, nah. That's why I was saying it on that live the other day. I had to make that clear. The only reason why I've been speaking out a little bit, because I can't have my name defamed. All of that, like, not ready to. Nah, I'm 42 years old and retired with no mortgage on my home. I have nothing but time to learn a woman and develop my. I have nothing but time to go on vacations and spend some extra money. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It'll always be put in our lap that it was us, and I'm fine with that. If people want to believe that, that's
I mean, it's all right.
They want to believe it, but this is the thing. The situation.
So basically, I was in a relationship with myself the whole time, because that's the only thing I be saying to myself. My bad, dog. It's just like you do realize two people were there, and whatever worked and didn't work. Of course, me as the man, I go down captain of the ship, saying, you know what? Now I take no part in that. Because I can't say that I wanted to lead that situation and attempted to, and then try to put it on her as well. No, I don't. But what I'm saying is, I would hope at some point we both are at least taking time, like, let me just think about myself. That's it. Not even saying you got to beat yourself up. It ain't nothing bad. But I don't know. I just, like you were saying real quick, I'm sorry, just that level of maturity, I would say. Yo, I don't have no bad riffs with like exes and stuff. I don't have exes that like want to cuss me out and hope I burn in hell, because I don't leave off on terms like that. I don't have that. I don't have that in my life, not in real life. See, people who know me Where I live, I don't got that. I don't have that. It's not the case. But go ahead, though, Truth.
Yeah, no doubt. It's the thing is, if y'all don't separate, and if I didn't separate, I wouldn't be where I'm at now.
Right.
And life,
oh, believe me,
life right now is so beautiful. It really is. It's not perfect, but it is not that chaotic like how it was.
We don't expect it to be perfect. We don't. We know you gonna snap sometimes. We know that. And we don't even blame it like men. We really don't even blame it on the period. We may joke with you in that way or something. Girl, what you on your girlie or something. But I mean, we don't, again, you have your dates. You want your little time. You're not really feeling it right now. We get all of that. That's the thing about it. Because we're human just like you. Sometimes I ain't feeling it. Sometimes I'm not having the best day. Sometimes I may want my space.
Let me explain. If you can take this nugget. Find somebody. Find somebody that actually, number one, love you for only Smitty.
Right.
Not what you have, not your house, not your clothing. The attributes that you acquire, the way you speak, the way you articulate yourself, your vernacular, your mindset, how you handle yourself, what you see further down the road. Those qualities that all of us have, but the makeup, it's just like you see a basketball player, they can dunk, they can shoot, they can do all these things, but it's in a different package than it is with Kobe Bryant than it is with Jordan. You see what I'm saying? You see the same things, but it's still different. There will only one Kobe Bryant. There will only be one Jordan. Even though they have the same package, it just comes with a little bit different. And what makes that person special, that's what's going to shine. They have to appreciate that part that makes you shine and realize you're never going to get that back. Ever. It's not going to be not one person ever in the history of mankind that's going to be Smitty ever again. They gotta know that's worth something. If they know that's worth something, then you're gonna have somebody that's actually there. They're gonna be there. They're gonna actually be there for you, and they're gonna even be there for your ugliness. But they're gonna instantly be able to see that your beauty is way more than your ugly. So I'm willing to stick in this because I see the value that I have with you. I see where our life is going. And I want that. You're going to get on my goddamn nerves. Because I expect a lot, bro. I expect a lot. I want a lot. But the only thing that I want when people hear that, it's not, oh, I want you to look like this or have this cover girl lookage or any worldly thing. I want you to be the best. I expect you to be the best you each and every day. I expect that out of you. And believe it or not, that's a lot out of a lot of people because I approach that every day of myself. So when I approach every day of myself, I'm going to expect that out of you because I need that from you if we're going to make it. You got to grow with me. I'm talking about us as character, as people, becoming better men and women, becoming better husbands and wives, and becoming better mothers and fathers, better sisters and brothers, better sons and daughters, better aunts and uncles, better nieces and nephews, and better friends to the world that we take care of and see. We have to be growing daily. We have to be stripping away the ugliness and what we were. You feel what I'm saying? If you can do that with me, I'm willing to give you anything, and I'm willing to die to go get it. And that's one thing that my wife has realized, in spite of setbacks, shortcomings, anything like that, we're still moving in that direction. We're still getting like it. even if it looked like it done slowed down, we're still moving. And as long as she see that we're still growing, we're still acquiring things, we're still getting to the next level, she's still going to be taken care of. The deadline is still going to be met. As long as that's still like that, she's with me. And I expect her to not let up of me and expect me to meet that deadline, because that's what a man is supposed to do, keep his daggone word.
And that's what she 24/7. Anything I've ever said I was going to do, I did it.
You did it, correct.
Every time. If I ever said it was something, if I'm sending you something, giving you something, I'm going to get this, do that, I did it.
Yep.
Because I can't sleep with myself knowing I didn't. I feel nasty, bro.
Yep.
It's like when you gotta go brush your teeth, that gritty feeling or something in your mouth. It's like, like you just gotta go. You gotta get that, bro. Like it don't feel right, bro. It don't feel right when I don't keep my word. That's why I say things out loud, because I know once I do, I have to do it. Nobody else is holding me to that but me.
Yeah, but that's standard.
When you were speaking about the whole part of find someone. One, I don't want you to do that. But
yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, you know. Just like before, right? You know what was so beautiful about it and why I did fight for it so tough? Because I was not looking for her, nor was she looking for me. My grandmother passed away, and you know what I did? I just randomly did like a whole big blast of people. And I said, I just wanted to talk to somebody. Everybody who I normally would talk to, my go-tos, none of them was available. She was the only one else available that day. And we just talked. Even after all of that, never asked her for a number. One day she just gave it to me because IG was messing up. And then we just started talking. And again, even then, we just talked. Slowly over time, when we recognized it wasn't, the attraction was there, then we, flirtation stuff would come on with your bullshit like that. But like, when you say fine, like, nah, me, I don't go find a woman. I keep seeking my purpose, and everything in life that I want will be right there as it is now. Because I've stayed on course. I'm telling you, I say it all the time, yo. It's something about when you're dealing with one of God's own, like really, truly one of those that, like, God said, I'm gonna make sure you stay on path. Hold on one second. That's a lot. Hello? So, even now, like, I'm looking. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never been the type of dude going out, like, I've tried a dating app, but that was real quick. It's like, the shit, it didn't feel right. So that's not my mode. It's not my mode. Me, I know about timing. And I know about having yourself being prepared for when that time and that moment arrives. It was a reason why she was attracted to me. That man has not changed in only 1 year. If anything, that man has grown within that year. I'm pretty sure you and everybody else has noticed some type of growth with Smitty. So I don't really think of true love, I would say, is going and searching. Now, it finds the both of you when you're in that place at that time. And that's what I appreciate about it the most. And that's why, again, like I said, I don't have, like, if I am going to speak about things on that end of it, if I ever do, I only have good things to say, bro. It's an awesome, dope ass chick. Like, I'm not about to sit up here and be bashing somebody, man. People love her. And that's why I don't like my name being shitted on. There are people who love me. There are people who care about me. I'm somebody's somebody.
Yep.
They don't want their loved one just being trashed and shit on some secret little. Come on, man. That's it. That's all it's about. I'd have never said not a damn thing had I not known that. Nothing. I'd have never said nothing. But all of the, like, you know, the whole man, you know, it was bad, man. It's bad. I ain't gonna rehash it too much, you know, repeat stuff, but man, that was pretty bad as far as my name, because I'm saying to myself, you know, damn well, I am the polar, like, you know, I advocate being polar opposite of all of that. And I don't just advocate it and don't walk it. And again, no one can ever say what it is I really do because no one's around me. Gotta be around me in my life throughout my day-to-day to know what goes on with Smitty. Other than that, I don't care how many times I pop up on the live or how many times we talk on the phone. You're not gonna know. Not the full,
and that's the thing,
you know,
right?
parts and shit. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get insight, like right here, right? You can see a little something in the background. Can you see my whole house? No, you cannot. Is there 2 more levels above this? Yes. Can you see it? No. That don't mean it don't exist. You're not here. You're not in the house. You would have to be here and then walk upstairs. That's how that works.
One thing this has helped me understand more is, like, I understood people, but this furthered my training into understanding what people actually want and what they really think they want and what they don't want. And people don't want love as much as they say they do. They don't want marriage as much as they say they do, because in order for you to want certain things to that extent, you need to know what it is. And majority of people have no clue what love is, bro. They just don't. They have an idea of whatever experience or feeling they get from saying that they're in a relationship, and they think that is automatically love because I existed with another individual. And it's not. The first time I was able to experience and knew that I loved somebody, I had to be with them at their most unlovable moment in their entire life.
You have to go through something with that person, but watch this though, Truth.
We all want the reward without the sacrifice. We crave success without effort, growth without discomfort, wisdom without experience. But everything has a cost. Social media isn't free. It costs you your focus. The club isn't just $100. It's the price of wasting tomorrow. So the question is, are you willing to pay the price for discipline? Are you willing to pay the price for success? You want those traits, then the price is going to be your time. That reframe gives you the power to go through your struggles. Because your time's gonna pass regardless. The clock never stops ticking. So you have to remember to pick your poison. Otherwise, life is gonna pick it for you. You either pay the price now or you pay it later with regret.
Your thoughts?
My sentiments, exactly. I've said it so many times. Obedience is greater than sacrifice. Sacrifice, you're going to have to give up something in order to acquire what you want.
It's all about
you can't have it both ways. You can't. Like, you literally can't. I literally told someone that the life you want that's ahead of you, you got to let go of the life that you had before. You can't bring that with you where you're trying to go. You can't. You can't be that person. The people that you were with, you can't bring them.
Right.
How you thought, how you reasoned, how you behaved, how you acted. You can't be that individual with that lifestyle. I'm sorry. I wish it was a different way. But that's not how life is. You have to die in order to be reborn, to have something. It has always been that way. In order to build a house properly, you have to start with a new foundation. That's a whole new thing. That's a whole new thing. We already know as soon as you try to build a house upon a faulty foundation, that thing is garbage. Automatically. It doesn't matter how good it looks. When the inside and outside, that thing is trash. It's trash. And until we really grow the heck up, bro, and that's what I realized more than anything. We are so immature and selfish. It's not even close. The selfishness.
Yep.
It is astonishing. And people be like, I ain't selfish. Are you out of your mind? Clearly you are. Do you not clearly see what you are doing right now is for you? It has nothing to do with nobody else. I promise if you look at it, who benefits? Is it you benefiting so you can attach it to other people? Like a spider web is just springing out and everybody get blessed, or specifically for you? Think about it. Why do you want that? Is it for you? Or is it what I pray for, to be blessed enough to be a blessing to others?
Come on now.
Is that what you're praying for?
Every day
I hear you say I every single time. Me, myself, and I. I don't hear you we, us, and our. I don't hear you say that at all. And words are important. You can't just say, oh, you're looking too deep into it. No, you're not looking deep enough. That's the problem. You're shallow. You're shallow. You're immature.
That's why a lot of times, even when I would say things like, yo, like, you may hear the words I said, but there's an undertow, there's a meaning to it. And if you don't know how to interpret what it is that I'm saying, I understand that. I'm only here to express it and explain it to you so you do get it. And I'm swearing on life, bro, that has been a hurdle. That has been a hurdle. Is when you're in a circumstance where somebody can tell you that they know how you think better than you. That's why I say you're the author of your own story. Write your own story. Nobody will ever tell my story but me. That's why, again, I feel like I had to say, because I'm like, I can't have, what the heck? Like, imagine this truth. It's a movie out about you. You didn't even know. One day you just see it come up. What the heck? And it's literally your whole name, everything. And you're seeing like imitations, actors and actresses of your kids and family. But it's totally wrong. Way wrong.
Brother,
you gonna be on the phone trying to hit them peoples. You gonna be online like, hold on, all right, so look, I'm the actual truth. I don't know what that was they made in that film, but no.
Brother, from October 2020, 2022, 28-22 until 24, no, not 24, excuse me, 23 August. Early August, end of July. If you were on YouTube in this sector, you had to know what I was going through.
Yeah, I was here.
It was everywhere.
I was here. He was on tour.
Okay, so I understand exactly. Exactly what you're going through, or what had you been through. And those type of things, that's why I said once I stopped fighting against what I already knew, which so many people, and it's funny that this brother actually came up here, because this is one of the brothers I was talking through the whole time.
Listen, because God's timing, man. God's timing is never off.
And a lot of stuff that if I would have, and I could be honest, if I would have listened to him earlier, my trial wouldn't have been so long, and I would have been probably earlier where I'm at now. But sometimes, we don't get it right. We don't listen to God. He tap us, hit us in the back out here. Back.
Sometimes we just
say, "Ow, why you hit me?"
Sometimes we just be stubborn and we just want to try it our way.
Yep.
We just want to see if what we got planned will it work. Like
no, it ain't gonna work though.
Like you doing experiments. Sometimes it blow up in your face. You come out the lab like that's all green and black and stuff, and sometimes you're like, Eureka.
That's the thing, Smitty. I can't even play the game that I don't know it's not gonna work because it has never worked my way.
Man, what?
That's
Who you
the
think?
crazy
That's my
part.
movie, man. What? I don't see. That's why I'm like surprises too much. I don't like to guess too much. That's why I'm like, I don't even want to try to figure out. Do you like these kind of clothes? Do you like this? I'm just gonna ask you. We're gonna cut to the chase on that one. Just let me know, and I promise you, I'm gonna implement. Once I know, that's it. Like I'm one of them. Like I mean, even if I have to be told it like 1 or 2, 3 times, once I got it, I got it. It's locked in. I have rhymes and lyrics that I do not have the written down paperwork anywhere. I have not performed it in years, and I still know word for word what I wrote when I was 16, 15 years old. I'm 42. My memory, I will remember. And it's a lot of things I remember. But go ahead, though. Bolo, I mean, Truth and Bolo, you know you in it.
Yeah, no, I want him to get right in because again, it's just crazy that stuff that came up there. God is crazy, man. That's all I got to say. Bolo, please speak, man. Good to see you, brother.
What's going on? First of all, my bad, brother. My schedule's been so crazy, so that's why we're missing each other.
I understand.
And all that. And let me say this to what you just said. It wasn't meant for you to get it when I said it. It wasn't meant. It was meant for you to get it when you got it. And again, it's life is meant to be lived forward but understood backward, right? It's not until we get through something and we have the time to deflate and decompress can we really sit down and think about it and say, damn, okay, now I get it now. Because if you would have got it when I gave it to you, you wouldn't have had all the lessons and all the compartments that you needed to have, all the parts, so that when you got to that point of where you are, when you put them together, it means more. You dig what I'm saying? So you got it when you were supposed to get it. And that's how it works for all of us. You get it. We get it in parts. And then when it's time for us to put that puzzle together, bam, it hits us. So, it's the way the Lord works. It's the way he works. So I just wanted to come out and say, shout you guys out. Salute to you guys. And, 2025, let's get the work done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm on it.
This dude is always doing something. Smitty never still.
I have to. I don't know. I got a problem.
Smitty never stands still. You watch Smitty in all of his streams. He always moving, man. Look at him.
And listen, and listen again. This is somebody after being hit by. Listen, when I say I have to, I gotta stay working. I have to. I've always been that type. I can't sit around, man. My mind will drive me nuts. I don't have to be going through something. I have to stay working. I love to work. That's why I love projects. That's why I love having something to do for somebody. It occupies me. That's me knowing myself. That's why when I say know yourself, I know that about me. If I sit around too much, man, devil playground, man, the devil's stadium. Are you serious? Man, it's not good for me to just be still. No. And I don't mean like in the way we think of it. No, I mean like stagnant, should I say. I can be still, but not stagnant. Stagnant water is not fresh. Stagnant water turns sewage. I have to stay flowing so I stay a fresh river, bro. I must give people something to drink. That is I swear on life, that is my mission, dog. And I will never have nobody ever get my name twisted into thinking I was ever here for any other reason. Again, ran over by a train. I could have been there to GoFundMe. Never asked y'all for a dime. If anything, I'm giving money away. I have a purpose. Already know. Y'all want one of the best beats in the world, man. Y'all make sure y'all get right on over there to DJ Witch Doctor. And if you ever any information on just anything involving love, I promise you, make sure you hit up Lola, man. Go over there to the love experience. Show our people some love because we are all we got. We're all we got. Don't nobody else care about us. I care about you. But go ahead, though. What you got? Truth?
No, I mean, that's the thing. At the end of the day, we want the most elusive thing, that is love. We spend our whole lifetime searching for it. And the main thing that I had to realize, I was always searching for it outwardly. I didn't look for it inwardly. And once I found that out, then I was able to acquire something that was elusive. And then I was able to give it. And like I told you, the first time I found out I was able to love somebody, it was at the most extent that you would consider saying, how and why do you still love them?
Yeah.
That's when I knew I had it. Because that individual, I didn't look at them as unlovable.
Right.
And it was even amazing that I even did it, because I was like, that ain't me. That's when I knew I had it, because it wasn't me. It wasn't my selfishness. It wasn't what I wanted. I was in it for something better than who I am. And then that's when I finally realized I started tapping in with God. This was, 10 years ago when I first had got married.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to go through something in order to understand who God was, where I was at in my walk, and what love actually is, what it actually means to be a husband. I had no clue.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of stuff that I realized where we are at, we got to understand. This is something that I had to understand too. How far I came when I was searching for something, I have to realize we all are on that journey, and I keep forgetting that, hey, it's probably not time to start something, because that person is not where I need them to be at in order for us to go where we're going.
Right.
Everything that I studied, constantly reason, constantly searching for God, constantly seeking his advice, constantly just sitting there praying on my knees, crying. They haven't done that work with inside themselves to get to a point where I would need them to be, because they won't even understand what I even doing in here. They won't understand where I'm at. Why do you think this way? Why do you live this way? Why is your whole life centered around this book? What makes it so great? Who are you talking to? They wouldn't even they wouldn't even understand it. You gotta live like this. Yes, I have to. This is what grounds me. This is what makes me feel great about my life, serving him. Yes, I have fallen, many a time, but I knew who to reach my hand up so he could grab me and lift me back up. I understood what it meant a righteous man falleth 7 times. I understood what that meant. That means I still have another chance as long as I reach up for him. As long as I reach up, because his hand is always there. Come on, let's keep going. In the times that I was tired, I know y'all already seen the murals of the pictures of the footprints in the sand. That's the story of my life. Christ has carried me majority of the way. And he already said, it's okay. I'm going to carry you some more.
Now, I'm going to play the first minute of this. Brother Bolo, I want you to respond first to this, what you hear. I'm going to play like the first minute and some change.
I wonder if it's ever struck you.
Can you hear that?
I can.
Okay, just making sure we turn the music down. Sorry about that, too. Y'all let me know. Sometimes the music blow up.
How curious a thing it is that most of the things that we experience, we regard as things that happen to us, which we ourselves do not originate, which are events expressing some sort of power or activity that is external to ourselves. And if you consider that, you realize that what you mean by yourself is rather narrowly circumscribed. Even events that go on in our own bodies are put in the category of things that happen to us in the same way as things that go on in the world outside our skins. If there's a thunderstorm or an earthquake, well, it happens to. You're not responsible for it. But so in the same way, when you have hiccups, you didn't plan on it. If you have belly rumbles, you had no intention of doing it. And as to the catastrophic act of getting born, well, you had nothing to do with that. And you can spend all your life blaming your parents for putting you in the situation in which you find yourself. And this...
Now, what's your take on that so far?
Play that again.
It's one of those. It's one of those. I'm gonna play. It's like the first minute and 15. Let's go back. I don't mind.
How curious a thing it is that most of the things that we experience, we regard as things that happen to us, which we ourselves do not originate, which are events expressing some sort of power or activity that is external to ourselves. And if you consider that, you realize that what you mean by yourself is rather narrowly circumscribed. Even events that go on in our own bodies are put in the category of things that happen to us in the same way as things that go on in the world outside our skins. If there's a thunderstorm or an earthquake, well, it happens to you. You're not responsible for it. But so in the same way, when you have hiccups, you didn't plan on it. If you have belly rumbles, you had no intention of doing it. And as to the catastrophic act of getting born, well, you had nothing to do with that. And you can spend all your life blaming your parents for putting you in the situation in which you find yourself.
Bolo?
Yes, sir. So I had to hear it twice. So
Nah, that's when you know that I like that. That's how hip hop used to be. You had to play that back to get them lyrics.
Right. It goes into respond and react. So I'll correlate it to this, right? You can have a seed and you plant that seed in the dirt. Now, perspective is everything, right?
Right.
That seed can either look at it as I'm buried, I'm claustrophobic, it's wet, it's tight. Or you can have a perspective of I'm planted, I'm being watered, I'm going to grow. So some people look at external things as this happened to me. And then you have some people that look at things that this thing happened for me. So if you continue to think that this thing happened to me, then what you need to take out of that event to make you grow, you lose. Opposed to you saying this happened for me to understand. For example, and I'll land it here. When you look at Joseph in the Bible, he had a conversation with his father and his brothers overheard him that he was going to be Lord over his brothers. Father said to him, don't say nothing because you know your brothers, but it was too late. They heard. His brothers sold him into slavery to a nation that he did not know. Couldn't speak their language. And he was a young man at the time in his teens. And in that, a woman accused him of having sex with her that he didn't have sex. So you have all of these things that happened. Fast forward, he becomes second in command only to Pharaoh. And his brothers come, and he is so overwhelmed with emotion, he can't hold it because now this young kid who's now a man looks like an Egyptian. So the brothers don't recognize him, but he recognizes his brother. And long story short, when he told his brothers, it is me, your brother, they were so caught up with emotion, they thought that seeing all of the power he had, that he would automatically take vengeance. But he had said, I've forgiven you. And they couldn't believe that this guy really forgave him, right? They thought that as soon as my father died, he gonna take over. And what they were doing was projecting their inadequacies on him, opposed to accepting the forgiveness that he had given them. And what he said that was so transcendent was, what you meant for evil, God meant for good. So a lot of the times, you know, when I tell you life is meant to be lived forward, understood backward, it's not until we go through something do we typically gain clarity and understanding on why we went through it. You know, because in the moment, in most situations, the Lord wants us to focus on what we need to do, the lessons that we need to go through in that moment, so that when we can decompress and then we can go through our mind's eye, we can learn the understanding on why we went through it. Right? That's why a lot of the times you go, oh, now I understand.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want you, way too often we focus on the destination opposed to focusing on the journey, because the journey is more important than the destination, because you're going to get there regardless, right? But here's the thing. Did you learn what you needed to learn to become the man or woman that you needed to be prepared for that destination?
Absolutely on point. I want to play this one video real quick, this last one, because I have a very adventurous day today that I want to enjoy. I deserve that. I deserve it. So let's go ahead and go here to this video. Let's do this. All right. So, Bolo, I got you. My bad, brother. All right. So I'm gonna pull this video up. When you talking about inspiration, and for somebody in my particular situation, yes, this hit home with me. And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm sorry. We see enough messy stuff and everything all the time. I want this to be, one of those. I gotta give credit where credit's due, because of the living circumstances and everything. I am amazed, and so is our U.S. military. Our U.S. military is amazed at this right here. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let me know when you want me to pause it for whatever reason. This man is in Ghana. He's in Africa. Look at what he's making.
Is also satisfied.
Welcome to Afrogenesis, artificial intelligence.
In the heart, he named his system Afrogenesis. I love it already.
Part of Kikuyu, Kenya, two self-taught
he's in Kenya. I'm sorry, Kenya.
Innovators have achieved a groundbreaking feat. These self-taught inventors from Kenya developed a biorobotic prosthetic arm using salvaged electronic components.
Look at where they get their supplies. Do you see what they had built? That's where they go get their supplies. Everything you see built comes from there, the landfill.
Their device uses a headset receiver to capture brain signals, converting them into electrical currents.
How you go collect trash and make something that collects brain signals?
Here's the things, Smitty. It's perspective. You can look at it as trash. You can look at it as wasted garbage, or you can sit there and say, I got all of this free. What can I make out of this? How do you see things? How you feel affects how you see. That's so important for us to understand. Your brain will always affirm how you feel. If you feel negatively, your brain will always affirm the negative. If you're in joy and in bliss, it will always affirm this. So if you think of yourself negatively, it will affirm that. So it is important for us to work through our traumas, work through all of these different catastrophic events that has happened to us, so that we can close those chapters, be it good or bad, and move on and learn what we need to learn from those epic moments that have molded the way we think.
This is, I'm again, like, so when people say to me, man, that's amazing, I train used to, that's because I have to maintain resilience. A large part of my healing, a large part of me standing up and walking is because my mind, more than anything, my body does what my mind tells it. But what I find to be so amazing, and I talk about this all the time, knowing how to manipulate your environment, not manipulate how we think of with people. No, manipulate your environment as in whatever's around you, can you make it work to your benefit? This is poster child example of that. Truth, what do you have before I push play, bro? Because I'm serious. I want to keep watching this video. Like, I already watched it, but I still want to look at it again. This is some like I'm sorry, this is too damn dope.
Yeah, I mean the idea of it itself. The idea of itself shows that You know, the creativity to make up for our limitations. It really looked like some sci-fi stuff that you see on television, and this is the stuff that I be talking about. Like when we be seeing these movies and stuff, believe they have that technology already.
Bro,
In order for things to be built, you have to see it first. And they've been seeing all these things. The way God has designed us is phenomenal, man. We will never be able to fully understand the greatest computer which is inside our heads, nor understand the whole entire DNA chain that resides in our body.
Yep.
We don't have that power. It's only one person.
Let's go.
That control the prosthetic limb.
Welcome to Afrogenesis, Artificial Intelligence Assistant Systems, Online Systems, Booting in Few.
And all of that came from trash. They bought, I don't think they have any new, they might have got something here and there donated. They don't have no new parts of nothing. Watch, they're going to show it over and over again when they go collect.
2 minutes. Please wait until you see a color blue light, then say the word. Jeff is the password you were going
This was all
This man has a mouse for the nose.
done with no budget or funding, but present a cost-effective solution for amputees, especially in regions like Kenya.
What?
No, I was laughing at you. You talking about his mouth for the nose. That is true.
He had a mouse for the man. This man is bruh.
Where traditional prosthetics are very expensive. This invention holds the promise of transforming the lives of countless amputees across Africa and beyond.
That little vehicle was being mobilized by that battery pack on his head. He was telling that thing to go. There wasn't no pedals or nothing.
Systems, Online, Police.
And look at where he lives. Look at his background. He's not in no fancy lab. You would think you would see this somewhere in like CERN or like NASA or something.
Give way. Demonstrating the flow of the bio-robotic arm system under
Brother, this
self-testing.
shows how we just
Articulations
don't
levels, protocol
understand.
sequence.
Go ahead.
This shows how we just don't understand each other and who and what we are. We have no clue how great we are, man.
It's Black
And we
History.
don't-
This is my tribute right here.
Yeah, we will never fully, and the sad part is we will never really fully appreciate each other.
No, we won't.
We just won't. And like you said, look at his background. It's not lavish, but that right there, we already know that's $1 million item easily. We already know that.
Fellas, I got a tip set.
Go
Thank you for having me, man.
I'm
Love
surprised
it.
you stayed up here this long. Thank you, Bolo.
All right,
Hey,
peace.
Bolo, I need. Will you have time later on today?
Probably after around 4:30. Yeah.
After 4:30?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right,
Good.
later, fellas.
Take care. Be safe.
Nah, but go ahead. You finish what you were saying before I push play.
No, I was saying that the simple fact of we already know, like you said, you pointed this out, the environment that he's in, his household. It's not nothing lavish. We already know if he wanted to acquire great and mass wealth, he could. And let me say this, not he could, he probably already has it. That's not how he spend his on. He probably already has it, brother. He probably already has extreme wealth. He just don't spend it on the garbage that we do. That's all.
My bad. Nah, right here. My bad. I was on mute. This comment right here. I'm speaking from the U.S. My African brothers, you are able to, if you are able to get this message, please start a YouTube channel so that the U.S. Black people can send you money to help you start your own. So what you're saying, like people, like when you do think, yeah, I mean, God will send folks your way. People are already ready to invest.
Yeah, but see,
but let's go ahead. I mean, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was saying that's a two.
No. My
Huh?
okay. No, I'm just saying okay. No, I'm listening to you.
Oh, yeah. So that's a twofold thing. People will want to The minority is people that's genuinely sending and want to help because they just see your greatness. Once again, that light and gift that make you great. That's the minority. The majority will say, "Hey, I see your greatness, and I want to capitalize on that as well."
Right.
That's the majority.
Yep. Well, and capitalize by honestly just being next to you sometimes, for real.
No,
Just being
that's
able
not
to
the
say,
majority though. The majority want to capitalize. That was the minority that just want to be a part of greatness. Just so that
okay.
they know you. The
Okay.
majority is the one that's saying if they could have a piece of greatness to lock themselves in on it,
Right.
they will. And that's the double entendre that constantly plagues us as a human component.
Right. Okay. Let's get back to the video.
Activated.
Meet the high school dropout friend whose passion.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. They're high school dropouts as well. And you already know in their country, the high schools, even if they finish, ain't that good.
The high school dropout friend whose passion for technology and helping others has led them to create a device that could redefine prosthetic care in Kenya.
My name is David Jerry. I am an innovator.
I don't know what he said his name is. I'm just gonna call him Jerry.
Yep, just call him Jerry. And
that's Jerry.
And I
Let me hear that again. Let me hear that again. What did he say?
Define prosthetic care in Kenya.
My name is David Jerry. I am an innovator.
Yeah.
My name is Moses Njoroge. Since my childhood, I've been an innovator. Amika. My name is Moses Njoroge. Since my childhood, I've been a curious and a passionate innovator. And our dream is not only to live 5 years or 10 years, is to live hundreds of years, trying to come up with ideas that will aid the mobility of persons living with disability or help.
Look at his background. Look at where he's at. We don't have no excuse. That is why I stay listen, these things, I'm telling you, the universe and God and messages, and when you have your antennas up and when you're asking to be led, I promise you, it's something amazing. If you don't do it, at least give it a shot. If you haven't felt that anything else has worked, I'm telling you now, it works. This just comes up on my timeline. And, I was having a moment of you just kind of feel a little burnt. And truth, that's why I definitely appreciate people like you, Bola, everybody who's been in my life. Yes, Tika included. Everybody who's been involved in my life. Thank you so much, yo, because it's a lot of times, man, I just didn't want to get up. I just didn't want to do this. But, I know what it is that I say to you all and what I put into the ether, and it forces me to keep my word and to keep going. Am I always successful on the first, second, or third try? No. But do I get it right? And once I do, oh, that's it? Absolutely. It's game over once I got it.
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
I want to also talk to you later on behind the scenes because I want to ask you something personal, and then also I gotta
you can call me anytime.
Yeah, I gotta dip out because I gotta take care of this Bible study that I ain't take care of.
Man, go ahead and do that and everything. You got to go now?
Yeah.
Man, go ahead and take care of what you got to take care of. Now, listen, you say, all right, look, just make sure your phone's on or what have you, all right? Or call me on IG or whatever,
I will.
All right, Brody. I'm going to talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
Right. I should be available maybe around 3-ish or something when I get back in the house.
You said after 3?
Yeah, anytime after 3.
Okay, word.
Okay, now. Respect. Thank you, Truth. I appreciate you, Brody. Now let's go ahead and get back to this. I want to finish watching this video.
Persons who are in need.
And, whether you celebrate it or not or what have you, let me go ahead, bow. Let me hit it like that. And whether you celebrate it or not, I will always say, as much as we can do some off the wall other stuff, we also have greatness all around the world. We have like this here too. This is just one particular story that happened to pop up, and I find it to be so honestly amazing to me. This is like super heavy because like to think of the conditions that they're in. That's why I get up and walk. That's why I put these heavy legs on, man. God, I'm telling you, these things are heavy. They are not the same weight as my legs before. Man, this leg is my right leg, it is so heavy, yo. It's a lot of weight. But you know what? I was built for that weight. I've always carried weight. This ain't no different. Let's go.
Axis sequential testing. Check. Wrist level under radius y-axis sequential testing.
The device works in a pretty simple way, which will be useful, although the duo founded Afrogenesis to bring this idea to life.
Small finger, ring finger. Check. Middle finger. Check. Thumb finger. Check. Index finger. Check. Test sequences, protocol deactivated.
Through years of work and lots of projects before, this prototype works seamlessly.
Afrogenesis, Gabu and Piena. Technologies way beyond, transforming challenges into possibilities.
Together, the two have been...
That's the main thing, because I wanted to show before I turned this video off. Look at where they are. Everything that you're seeing, the voices. How many of us would walk past, even myself. Now, I know people have created awesome works of art from trash. I've seen it. We've all seen it. We've all seen the made of a million cans statue and old knives and all kinds of stuff. Really, they got like a statue somewhere, I think in Spain, somewhere. No, Brazil, maybe somewhere. It's like made of like all knives. It's like an angel made of all knives. It's like to honor the people who passed away as it. But anyway. But nah, look at where they getting their stuff from, man. So I'm saying this to say, you are of greatness. Like, you do hold that key. They want us to be filled and consumed with all of the junk and the messy stuff so much that we lose sight of our greatness. They don't want you to tap back in. Look at where they're located. Somehow or another, he tapped in. See, those would be the type of people I want to know. I ain't tripping off trying to know who the coolest or whatever. I want to know. I want people in my circle like that. I actually do have some friends that are pretty daggone smart. I ain't seen them do this before, though. I'm going to play a couple more minutes of this before I turn this off. I got one last little short clip, and then we're all going to have a good day, man.
Working for 14 years through over 15 projects and many more in their minds.
Right now, I want to explain to you how we can tap the signal of the branchioradialis muscle. It starts from the upper motor neuron. It then goes, an action potential starts from the upper motor neuron after you have thought of how maybe to grab something. Starts from the upper motor neuron down to the lower motor neuron. Through the spinal tract, the action potential travels through the T5, T6.
So it sounds like he's describing different channels, and it all has to click on cylinder. Okay. It sounds like
to the branchial plexus.
This hard work was not for nothing, as it holds the potential to.
As an owner of Walt.
So yeah, I'll leave it there. I wanted to show that because I wanted to make, I really do. I want to highlight these things. Look at what you can do. You can do things. Now, I'm not saying do that, but you can do things. There's so many things that you can do. So many things you can do. And that's why I just wanted to make sure that I always wanted to make sure that I kept this on my little list right here, because I knew I wanted to show it. God damn it, Jim. I just did that, didn't I? Let me see something. Hold on, y'all. I'm going right here. I think I just did something on accident. There we go. So yeah, like But let me get to this last little clip I got. Last little clippity clip. And I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I appreciate when you guys hang out with me. I appreciate when you guys, you know what I'm saying, kick it and cool it with your boy for a little bit. I do. I appreciate it. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. Give me 1 second. I just want to pull this up. Where's it at? Oh, here we go. So let me pull my man up. So, you know, we got to go ahead and hit my boy, man. I definitely love the videos that he has. So let's go ahead and see what we got right here. All right. So apparently, hold on. Let me see something. Is it? Let me make sure. Okay. Yeah. All right. Bet. This is the one. All right. So let's go ahead and let's listen to this video, man. Let's listen to this video. All right. So, and I didn't know she won that. Shout out to Beyonce. I didn't know she was even in that genre.
You guys know Frank Stallone? Stallone should like give you a hint who he might be. Yeah, he's the brother of Sylvester Stallone. That's right, Sylvester Stallone. And we all know I'm a big Sylvester Stallone fan. Rocky, hey Mickey, what you doing? Tulsa King, which is fire, but I've watched Sylvester Stallone, grew up on Sylvester Stallone. I love Sylvester Stallone, and his brother, who's a singer, you know, kind of, you know, didn't get as famous as his brother. You know, he was a songwriter, singer, a little bit of acting, and he comes out of the woodwork not too long ago and got mad that Beyonce won Country Album of the Year.
You have got to be kidding me. Beyonce?
You're not a country singer. Come on, Frank, you're not a country singer. Hey, you just got to take your losses, all right? You got to get up.
I mean, haven't it been, you know, some folks that's I guess you would say not like us, right? Haven't it been folks that's not like us that's won awards that maybe we should have? I don't know. Let's go.
When someone knocks you down, hey, you got to just keep going. I just felt like doing that Rocky shit. Listen, if you were a country artist, I'd understand that, but you are a singer and you believe in meritocracy. But she did have a country music album. And by the way, she had a whole bunch.
I had no clue. I don't listen to Beyonce. I had no clue Beyonce did country. Wow. Okay. All right. That's what's up.
Of black country artists, real country artists, featured on that album, which I thought was amazing, giving them exposure.
But then again, I'm not surprised. She is from Texas. I'm not surprised. She is a Texas girl, so.
But why didn't you complain about when Shabuzi was snubbed at the Country Music Awards, the CMAs? You didn't say anything then. When the black dude Shabuzi, who's an actually great country singer, you didn't say a damn thing about that. You quiet, but you got mad.
I've seen a couple of the brother. I'm not a country, you know, but he's popped up, and I've checked out a couple songs. He ain't bad. A lot better than that little Nas X BS. We're gonna leave that alone. It's the week of love, and let's all enjoy this.
Add that Beyonce won. Now listen, if you're a country singer and you feel, why did she win? I can understand that. As a country music singer, you go, okay, how did this R&B chick come in here and just take our award? I can actually understand that. You know what it's like? It's like an improv dude winning stage.
Because last time I checked, anytime my people step into any realm, for the most part, we usually dominate, or we usually are really up there on levels. NASCAR, hockey, you name it, baseball, golf, whatever. We know how to country music, rock, right? Actual rock and roll. Well, we're the originators of that, so let me not get started. But let's go.
Stand-up comic of the year. It's still comedy, but it ain't stand-up. You feel where I'm coming from? But why didn't you have that energy for Shabuzi? Some clowns up there made fun of him, did a jab at Shabuzi when they won the award. They were like, yeah, you know, some shit where country music needs to be preserved by whites, which is actually a black art form. All of American music, since it's February, everyone, is black created. country music comes from black people. You just rebranded it with Confederate flags and ignorance, you know. And I grew up on all the greats, okay? Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, George Jones, Johnny Cash, you know, all of the greats. So, by the way, you should have also had that same energy, Frank, for Taylor Swift. When Taylor Swift kept beating Beyonce, why didn't you have that?
I knew it was something that came. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeezy came up on stage. Yeah, see, that's what. There we go. There we go. That's the example. That's one of the examples I was thinking of. Let's get
energy for her when she got snubbed with that. Not saying that Taylor Swift didn't deserve an award, but she just kept beating Beyonce, and it took a crazy ass Kanye to go, yo, her album was way better. I don't know if this was a concern for country music or you were just mad that a black girl won. You all are real slick. Y'all be remixing your fucking racism. You have nothing to do with country music and nothing to do with anything, you know? And you go, why didn't you win? You're so pissed at that. And man, by the way, Taylor Swift's daddy, he paid a lot of money too for his daughter to win. So that's my little take. You guys let me know in the comments.
Oh man. Yeah, that definitely. Like I said, I didn't know that she actually did that. So, you know, learning something about my people every day, learning something new. So we're gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. I'm getting messages. Yeah, I gotta go ahead and get ready. I gotta get nice and spiffy. Let me get nice and spiffy. I'll go ahead and talk to you guys later on today. Truth, if you're listening, go ahead and give me a call, Brody. Lolo, thank you again for pulling up. Lola, you already know. DJ, you already know. I appreciate all of you guys, man. I appreciate everybody who shows love and support. Much respect to you. Do trust and believe. I may not jump around all that much about it, but you all do definitely make me smile, and I appreciate every last one of you guys, man. Much respect to you all. Y'all have a beautiful day and always keep going.